Good morning and welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach.
I'm Jen.
We've got something that's been bugging us. I'm gonna talk to y'all about it. But we gotta do chores too. So in our last video, y'all saw that Jen and I got two freaking awesome tattoos that we absolutely love. Well, some of the comments, nothing about the tattoo, but something kind of bothered us, and it's how the world's going. I felt like we needed to talk about it.
I don't like
So some people were saying, how in the world can Jen and I and the kids have so much fun when the world is in the state that it's in right now? And I really had to think about that one. Caught me off guard.
And just to be clear, this is not a rant video. This is advice for those of you who might be caught with the same thing, or people say the same thing.
So what we were hearing is inflation's outrageous, gas prices are outrageous, there's shortages everywhere. We have cows dying of heat all at once. Obviously we know cows don't just drop dead like that. We have genetically modified food that's coming into our bodies, and we couldn't agree more. But you haven't been listening. But one thing I can tell you is this isn't the first year that it's felt like we needed to be prepared. And it shouldn't be the first year that you feel like you should be prepared. Every single year, there is an attack in some form or fashion, weather, government, supply chains, on farmers and homesteaders. It happens every year. You have to be able to adjust to that. There's gonna be so many times as a homesteader and farmer on a daily basis, I mean, even down to the hourly basis, that you can throw your hands up and say, not worth it. Or you can power through it and enjoy it. Y'all ready to come out? Come on, babies, you can have your mamas now. Yeah, I wouldn't want them either. To being able to enjoy life is having everything you need, no matter what the outside world's doing. You gotta get to that point where you will be upset and angry all the time. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, Daisy. Every day, the world's gonna throw something at you. And the best you can do to get them back is to live your absolute best life you possibly can. Enjoying every moment that we have on this planet, because it's limited. So why go through it worried, sick, stressed to the max? You've got to be able to live in a world of chaos. There's been so many times, Jen, I was like, it'd be easier just to live in a subdivision and just get rid of all of this. Just sell it all, go live in a subdivision, call it a day. But just because you had one bad day, the next day's usually always better. And so far, it has been. And it makes us love this life even more. You know, a big thing that's going on right now is spraying and drift spray. Yeah, that really sucks. It really sucks a lot. The end of our road, they do it, which is fairly close to everything on our farm. We're not too far backed up off the road. You have to be able to adjust from that. You can call and complain, you can do whatever you want. I guarantee you they probably won't stop doing what they're doing. Now they may break from your little area, but then spray all around you. But what can you do? You can adjust. You can adjust for your own mental stability to be able to adjust and just regrow those plants, because there's a long growing season and there's plenty of time. When something seems like it's just the most tragic that it could possibly be, like all your plants dying because of a drift spray, it's still okay. You can still replant. It's not the end of the world, and you've got to realize that this stuff is not going to end. It's not going to end. All you have to do is continue to make yourself more and more prepared for the worst case scenario. That way you can still live, because that's the most important part. The stuff with the cows dying, obviously they didn't all die just immediately in a heat stroke, every single one of them at once. It's genetically modified stuff. They are attacking us. They can control the weather, whether you believe it or not. They have power in that. Why do you think we've been in such a freaking heat wave? Way early. Global warming, right? All that fun stuff that we can deep dive into. But you know what? Buy a cow. Get your own cow. Make it happen. Don't buy this genetically modified food. The cows are just the latest one. Chickens, goats, pigs, all that stuff is already there. You've already been eating it out of the grocery store. They've been already doing this. So don't let this one, now that the cows have been added to the mix, destroy you. Buy a cow. No room for a cow, huh? Buy a pig. They hardly take any room. You can put them in a very small little space. I promise you that. Get a pig. Have you been waiting on goats? Been wondering if you should get them? Get the goat. We as human beings would rather complain about something not going our way than trying to fix it ourselves. And that's where I'm saying you're not listening. You need to be doing this yourself. I promise you, for if anything at all, your own well-being and mental state will be better, because you know where your food's coming from. If maybe not 100% of it, 50%. That's better than what we're doing right now, right? That's better than when the shortages come out, you have something to replace that from your farm. Quit making excuses. Start listening and start doing. And don't be what you hate. Can't stay in cancel culture, right? Oh, flip the script. There's something that we don't like on TV. Now we're trying to cancel culture that. Don't do it. Turn it off, or just watch it and move on. Teach your children the life lessons that you want them to understand. Because here's one thing about it. They're not going to do what you tell them not to do. They're going to do what they're seeing you do. They're taking your actions in, that stuff that you're not paying attention to. So if you and your family are good people and you're raising a good household, it doesn't matter what they see on TV, because they're going to see it eventually anyways. So just sheltering it away from them, I don't know, for us, I'd rather them know and be able to talk about it now than act like it's not even existing. Something to ponder on. It's been hot, hasn't it? Getting you some fresh water. That's always the best in the morning when it's cold, isn't it? Be strong. Be what you want your children to grow up to be. Be powerful. But most importantly, live. Because this life ain't worth living if you're not working to live. If you're working to just be prepared and you're just working to work, then you're not doing this life thing right. Work hard and play harder. There is value behind that very cliche saying. Play, have fun, get yourself prepared, and enjoy your life. And raise them awesome human beings that maybe they'll change the world for the better, unlike our generations were able to. I have faith in you. I have faith in us. I have faith in the world. Be aware, stay conscious of what's happening, but don't let it ruin you. Don't let it destroy you. You have the power to make yourself happy. Do what you need to do that. So yeah, we're probably gonna get another tattoo. You're gonna see us in Gatlinburg. We're gonna have fun, because when we go home, we know that we have everything we need. And I know that you can do it too. No more excuses. Y'all, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We love y'all. Bye.